Oh, hi. Many years haven't been at it, so it's a joy to speak to somebody from.
Why, thank you. We're excited. Our guest today is the legendary guitarist and rock and roll Hall of Famer from the band Roxy Music, Phil Manzanera. Phil, we are so excited about your new memoir, Revolution to Roxy, and the companion CD.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to hear.
So you have been living the rock and roll lifestyle for over 50 years. How did you fit it all into just one book?
Well, it's called a memoir, and you just choose little stories, and hopefully they're quite funny stories, really. Rather than it's not an autobiography or anything. But I just showed moments from my family life, which is weird and different, and then joining a band, which has become well known, and trying to make sense of different aspects of what I did over the years. And because I've worked with so many different people, as well as Roxy, a few stories to tell. So I thought, well, just stick them in and get them down, really for my family, because I wish I'd been able to speak to my father or my mother. They passed away, I'm afraid, and ask them questions about why did you do that? Where were you when you were that age? And all. That's when I put it down and then move on.
Oh, nice. So, in other words, it was inspired for wanting to communicate with the family, but you are now sharing it with the world so that way your fans can embrace the information as well.
Oh, yeah, and yes, I know that there were bands that I used to love growing up, like many musicians my age, the Beatles and the Stones, and you always wanted to know a little bit more about what was happening at that time. When they did that, what was it like, or just to give a little flavor of those kind of things. So, because I'm such a music fan, I read all the music biographies. I've really enjoyed a lot of them.
You're from England, beloved throughout Europe and America. However, with your popularity in Australia, do you consider it a second home?
Um, what, Australia?
Mhm.
Not really. No, no. I mean, really, um, I was brought up in South America, but eventually I came to England, and I always wanted to come to England. And I had a British mother, a British father, and a Colombian mother. So, I used to dream about coming to England, especially in the beginning of the 60s when all the rock music was happening, pop music, the Beatles, and the Stones, and the Who, and the Kings. You know, yeah. So, I love being here now.
Nice. How much did it mean to you to go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Well, it was incredible, really, because we had no thought about it, and the Hall of Fame idea is very American, and we really realized how big a deal it was in America until it actually got to the Barclays Center in Brooklyn and stood in that auditorium and like looked up at all those people, and then looked to the right, there was Fleetwood Mac. Looked to the left, there was Janet Jackson. Look, there were the Zombies. There were some guys from Radiohead. It was like, oh wow, I just right. So this is absolutely great. I'm loving this. And getting to play on it. So it did mean a lot to all of us. Actually, it really did. We've got to thank all the people who voted for us and the people at Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Fans are really excited about the companion CD and the fact that half the CD is previously unreleased music. As a producer, how are you able to decide which tracks are included?
Well, with this particular one, I wanted to have stuff that related to the book. Really. So, for instance, the first track called Magdalena is my mother's name. She was born by the Rio Magdalena, the big river in Colombia. She taught me how to play the guitar in Cuba, and I wanted to do something which was a tribute to her, and so I named it after her. And so the track relates to a time I played in Seville with Bob Dylan played, and lots of stories about that in the book. So each one has some resonance, to the book.
Awesome. So it all relates and it all kind of flows together, it sounds like.
Yeah, sure. One that has pizzica music, something from Pudia, so of Italy, a very interesting form of music that's over 1,000 years that no one's really heard of.
Wow.
The West, really. But it's fantastic thing that I became involved as the musical director of a big festival down there. And again, I explain about that in the book and stuff. But so there's lots of different genres of music on the album. There's even a classical piece by Schubert on there. So it's just sort of showing the different kinds of music that I'm into and have been experiencing over the last 50 years.
You've worn many hats: musician, songwriter, and record producer. Which one's your favorite?
Well, variety is the spice of life. I wouldn't like to just do one thing. In a given week, I will do playing, producing, writing, swimming. It's a variety and freedom to do it. That's the thing. I don't have to do it, but I do them. It makes me feel happy, and I like being free.
So the swimming, is that what keeps you young?
I've always loved swimming. That's my main form of exercise. We did 3 gigs at the weekend. Mr. Mackay Andy Mackay from Roxy and Paul Thompson of experimental avant-garde type of music. And yesterday, I felt absolutely drained. So I went swimming, and having swum like 20 legs or something, I feel reinvigorated again. So it is my go-to thing. That I've been swimming since the age of 6 in South America, and hopefully mainly in warm climates. But it does keep me sharp.
Nice. Excellent. Well, it has been a pleasure having you on today, Phil. Where on social media, where on the web, where can our listeners find out about you and your new memoir?
Well, if you go to manzanera.com, you should guide you to places that's all about, gives you a lot more information about me and the book and all that kind of stuff.
That is awesome. Well, thank you for joining us, Phil. We appreciate you talking with us in Cincinnati.
Thank
That was Phil Manzanera. We were excited about having him as a guest on our show. He's an Hall of Famer from his band Roxy Music. And we talked about his new book, Revolutions to Roxy, and the compilation CD that comes with it. Thank you for joining us.